Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Antono, and today I will deliver material about language and thought and language processing in psycholinguistics. Okay, the first is Watson's idea about language and thoughts. In chapter one is in Texler's books. Watson's idea about language and thought is discussed. Watson believed that thought processes is not depend on language and that language simply serve as a tool for communication. He argued that language was learned through association and conditioning rather than being an innate ability. And the second is Worf's theory of linguistic determinism. So in Traxler's book, also discussed about Worf's theory of linguistic determinism. Worf argued that the language a person speaks shapes the way they think and perceive the world. He believed that language was not just a tool for communication, but also in a way of organizing thoughts and experiences. And the third is general outline of mental process and on how language is processed. So the general outline of mental process on how language is processed involves several stages. First, the first sounds, his speech are analyzed by the auditory system, and the second are mapped into the words and the meanings in the mental lexicon. Next, the syntax and grammar of language are processed to determine the structure of the sentence. And the last is the meaning. Meaning of the sentence is derived based on the context and the semantic knowledge of the language. And the last is general outline of mental process on how language is understood. These general outlines and mental process on how language is understood is similar to how language is processed. The sound of speech are first analyzed by the auditory system, then the words and the meanings are retrieved from the mental lexicon. Next, the syntax and grammar and the sentence are processed to determine the structure of the sentence. Finally, the meaning and the sentence is derived based on the context and the semantic knowledge of the language. I think that's all from me and Antono, and that's all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.